started feeling like something was wrong, and around grade 11, I remember everything kind of really came crashing down. I had lots of degrading thoughts about myself. You know, I had severely low self-esteem, and I thought all you're doing is walking around like a zombie, thinking about how much you hate yourself. This isn't a way to live. And that was when I started to first consider suicide. My name is Gabby Cometa. I moved to Richmond in 2007 when I was 12, and I started grade 7 at Garden City Elementary School, and then I had the rest of my high school years here in Richmond.
My sister and I, growing up, were really close. We played together a lot, and I always found myself kind of just following her around all over the place. She was basically the person I trusted the most.
I had a fairly uneventful high school life. I never considered myself popular, but as a teen, I made friends pretty easily. I started to notice something was off when I was in grade 11. I would have like a lot of thoughts like, oh, you're worthless, or you're abnormal. Nobody will ever understand you. You know, something's wrong with you, like you're broken, you can't be fixed. None of my friends knew about it, or family. I really just kept it all very hidden.
As a mental health professional working in the field for over 25 years, I've worked with many youth, and it is the case that children and youth are a population that have been underserved in the healthcare system, particularly around issues like mental health and substance use care.
I didn't know about any places that I could go to. I didn't even know that I could even get help for this kind of thing. I just thought it was something I had to deal with myself.
What youth have told us about the challenges that they're experiencing in our community are that, by far, mental health concerns outweigh others, and that specifically, they don't know where to go to get help when they have mental health concerns. They're not sure that they're going to be heard, and they're sometimes afraid of what people around them, their family and friends, will think if they reach out for help.
I remember going on the internet once and learning about this thing called depression in about grade 11, and I'd never heard of it before, actually. And I saw like a list of the symptoms, and I remember going through the list like a lot as a teen, going, wow, I can check mark pretty much every single one of these. But because I didn't have the knowledge of what to do, I pretty much just brushed it off as like, cool, label I could just put on myself but not tell anybody, because like people don't really share these things, right? I first started experimenting with self-harm in grade 12. The first time I did it, it was kind of scary, but cutting myself made me feel like I was punishing myself for something I had done, and that it was something I deserved.
We were just hanging out together, and I kind of noticed her self-harm marks. I got really scared because, like, at the time, like, I always looked up to her as, like, kind of the toughest person I've known. It was just hard for me to deal with.
So I graduated high school in 2013. I went to Langara College in 2014. Post-secondary was honestly pretty rocky for me, especially in the beginning, because at that point, my mental health had done nothing but decline. That was when I first started to consider killing myself. One day I just decided to leave class and went to Lionsgate Bridge, and that was when I told myself, hey, this is the moment. You're just gonna jump off and then it'll all be over. I think the reason I stopped was because I just thought about my sister while I was there. And I thought, like, she still needs me. And maybe I can do this another time. That was my logic. It didn't occur to me that I shouldn't kill myself at all.
As a mental health professional who's worked in the field for over 25 years, I've worked with many youth, and many times I wish that there had been something for them earlier that could have made a difference.
There was this day, one day, when I suddenly realized that maybe it wasn't normal to be living this way and that I shouldn't have to put myself through this. You know, at that moment, I just decided, okay, I'm gonna go and do something about this. And that was how I went to see my family doctor. And it was really scary to actually say the words, I think I have depression. And, you know, she went through the whole diagnosis process. She diagnosed me with major depression. And she said, okay, we're gonna start you on antidepressants. And I wanted to see you back every week. And that was the beginning of my recovery, really.
I do know that, like, Gabby's gonna be fine. Like, she knows how to take care of herself better now. And there were just times when I was scared of losing her. But, like, it doesn't look like that day is ever gonna come, so I'm just really happy about that.
I've been an educator my entire professional career, and my special passion has always been with youth who are struggling. The challenge we face now with services for youth in Richmond is that they're dispersed all over the city. So if a youth wants services, they will have to find them and go from place to place.
It's been a long-held vision, a dream in our community, held by many service providers, to have a place to be able to come together to work in an integrated way with youth, because we know that we provide the best care when we work together and communicate closely together.
I think that what was missing in this city was just a place that is central and that youth at the high schools could know about.
So to address the problems that youth have identified in our community, we're creating Foundry Richmond, which will be a one-stop youth center for a range of healthcare and social services. Foundry Richmond will be a purpose-built location designed for the youth population. It will be an incredibly welcoming, vibrant place. Having a Foundry is a way for us to do our jobs better and to do more for youth and help achieve better outcomes.
If we had that here in Richmond, back when I was struggling in high school, I think it would have made a world of difference, not just for me, but for a lot of my friends too.
To me, at last, Foundry Richmond will be a reality, a place where youth can feel and be respected and find a way to put themselves in the future that they envision.
Foundry Richmond is going to be a game changer. It's going to change the way we provide services to youth, the way agencies come together in an integrated way to deliver care. Donating to this new youth center is a way of making a lasting impact in our community. It's creating a legacy of health for youth and families in Richmond.
I know firsthand how important Foundry Richmond will be in our community. That's why it's so meaningful for me to be part of the fundraising to make this a reality.
She's doing an amazing job, and I'm just really, really happy she's still here. I don't really know how else to put it. I'm just very grateful.
I feel great. I feel like now it's okay to be my own person, and because of that, I feel like I can do anything in life. And I think that's what everyone should feel.